Long ago, rushing waters created these deep, narrow gorges of unique rock formations. A photographer would shoot a famous picture. Add in some water parks, shows, boat tours, and a little magic, and voila, you have an exhilarating water playground. An entertainment for the adventure seeker.
Welcome to Wisconsin Dells! You're gonna have fun!
We begin a 4-video series of Wisconsin, which will showcase Door County, Milwaukee, and 25 other towns of this great state. In this video, we show the Midwestern tourist mecca of the Wisconsin Dells. Known as the water park capital of the world, but there is so much more here as well. We will take you on 4 boat rides, including the Army Duck Boat Tour, the double-decker Dells Boat Tour, as it makes stops at Witch's Gulch and Stand Rock, where that famous picture started it all. Get soaked on both the Wild Thing jet boat on the upper Dells and jet boat adventures on the lower Dells. We'll take you to Devil's Lake State Park for hiking and more water recreation. See the animals at the Wisconsin Deer Farm. We will show 8 water parks, including the biggest water park in the U.S., Noah's Ark. Also Mount Olympus Water and Theme Park, the Kalahari Resort. Great Wolf Lodge, where Pamela gives us a tour. And the largest water park resort, where we meet up with Brandon at the Wilderness Resort, which has 8 water parks. We'll show 3 of them. Also the Land of Natura, an inflatable water park. We'll show the Bigfoot Zipline and Ropes Course.
Alright.
After an exhilarating day of getting wet, we'll show some nighttime entertainment, like Bellows Circus Extreme, the Rick Wilcox Magic Show, or even a vintage drive-in theater. We'll take you to unique food halls like the Grateful Shed, and other fun places where you can grab a bite to eat, including a restaurant where your food is brought to you on a model train, with Knucklehead's Fun Center next door. We'll tour downtown Wisconsin Dells.
My name's Lady Silver.
Showing the district, another food spot, the gorgeous Riverwalk, and Elm Street Plaza. So come with us, prepare to get wet and be entertained as we explore the water adventureland of the Wisconsin Dells. We start at the Lost Canyon Carriage Tours, located next to the Wilderness Resort that we'll show later in the video. It is about $19 for a 30-minute ride, done on a first-come, first-served basis. Dogs are welcome, as long as they don't bark at the horses.
Now these 2, eagle's beak, and then a wing to the right, and a wing to the left. That's our eagle in flight.
You go through the longest and deepest land canyon in the state. The Wisconsin River was once a glacial lake, about the size of the Great Salt Lake in Utah. When it melted, it created these dells. Wisconsin Dells was first established as Kilbourne City in 1856, which at the time was a logging community. That all changed 30 years later, when photographer H.H. Bennett had his son leap from one rock formation to another at a place called Stand Rock, for a picture that would begin the era of the Wisconsin Dells becoming a tourist spot. You can visit this spot on a Dells boat tour that we'll show later in the video. Today, the waters of the Wisconsin River help to provide hydroelectric energy in the region, with the Kilbourne Dam, which separates the upper Dells from the lower Dells. Named Kilbourne, as that was the name of the city when it was built. We'll come back in a bit for the boat tours, but for now, let's talk about some of the water park resorts and lodging options. With these water park resorts, keep in mind you don't have to stay at the resorts to enjoy the water parks. If you are more on a budget like me, you can always stay at a hotel and just pay to enjoy the water parks at the resort. I stayed at 2 different hotels. First was the La Quinta Inn, which is across the street from the Wilderness Lodge that has 8 water parks. It's a newer hotel, dog-friendly, a $25 per pet per night fee. It had maybe the best breakfast I've seen, complete with eggs and sausage. The other hotel I stayed at was the Days Inn. Not nearly as nice, but it worked. Was cheaper and also within walking distance of downtown Wisconsin Dells. And across the street is a Dunkin', so that Bella could get her morning coffee fix. Next door to the La Quinta and across the street from the Wilderness Resort is Bellows Circus Extreme. The creator of this show, David Fee, was the one who created the Hatfield and McCoy's and Comedy Barn that we showed in our Pigeon Forge video. He sold those to Dolly Parton's company in 2019 and bought this Palace Theater and recently started this show. While it's not a dinner show, there is a little cafe for food, and they have these flaming drinks you gotta try. I had the Tropical Trapeze, which is rum with peach puree, pineapple, and orange.
This is really good. Where's me rum?
Bello Knock from Sarasota, Florida, a former performer of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, holds 16 Guinness World Records. And his daughter, Annalise, also a Guinness record holder. They do some amazing stunts with some comedy. Even some animals get in on the act. There's the motorcycle Globe of Death. It is well worth the money. David Fee's Legacy Entertainment Group also has some exciting new things coming too. So you definitely want to be checking out this theater. We now go across the street from Bellows Circus Extreme to the largest water park resort in the U.S., the massive Wilderness Resort.
I'm Brandon Schindler. I'm the Assistant General Manager here at the Wilderness. And I think what separates us primarily is size and variety. You know, lots of places around here have water parks, lots of places have go-karts and mini golf and things like that. We have all of that, and we have all of that in grand scale. We've got 4 indoor water parks, 4 outdoor water parks, 3 mega arcades, indoor go-karts, outdoor go-karts, indoor mini golf, outdoor mini golf. We have a ropes course. We have on-site dining in a variety of different ways. So we think of ourselves almost as a cruise ship on land where, you know, once you've arrived for your stay, we've got everything you need right here to make sure that you have a safe and enjoyable time and walk away with great memories.
If you are not lodging here, they sell a limited number of day passes based on how booked up they are for the water parks that are $80, which includes all 8 water parks. And for $35 can add a fun pass that includes admission to the other attractions as well, like laser tag, ropes course, mini golf, go-karts, or an arcade. Between the new Frontier lobby and the Glacier Canyon area is a zip line for some thrills away from the water. It includes 5 different zip lines. Takes a little over an hour. It's $45 for guests or $55 for non-guests. There's both a skywalk and a scenic footbridge that connects the main lobby with the Glacier Canyon Lodge, where there's also Club Wyndham timeshares. So if you are a Wyndham Rewards member like me, you can gain or use your points. It has the Lost World Outdoor Water Park. This has some really good water slides. I was too chicken to try this ride at Adventure Island in our Tampa 2022 video, where you go straight down. But I manned up for this one. And the most recently renovated water park is the Wild West Indoor Water Park, over 70,000 square feet. It has a water bar for adults with some really good slides. I'm doing the warp wagons here. And next to that is the Lake Wilderness Outdoor Water Park. All these water parks have several places to eat, but I particularly like this little Korean barbecue. Yeah, the menu is a little limited, but they had some really good tacos. And for the adults, there's a couple of golf courses. First, the Wilderness Woods, a 9-hole short course, and Wild Rock, an 18-hole championship course, set amongst the hills, with spectacular views. We have a couple more water park resorts to show you, but for now, let's do the other popular activity in the Wisconsin Dells, and that is a duck boat ride. You have 2 different options. There is Wisconsin Ducks, which is part of the Dells boat tours, which we'll show in a bit. If staying at the Wilderness Resort, they will pick you up at the lobby, and you get 20% off your ticket. The other is DELLS Army Ducks, which is what I rode. This is a 55-minute narrated land and water ride with 3 splashdowns into water. Ironically, our driver Chad, who was great, we'll run into him at Lambeau Field in the 4th video of this series. This tour explores the lower Dells. It is $37 for adults and $22 for children 4 to 11. Ages 3 and under are free if they ride on your lap. Service dogs and small dogs are allowed on the ducks.
You're gonna have fun.
You can combine the duck boat with the Wild Thing jet boat ride. A combo ticket is $59 for adults and $36 for children. For this, you take a short 10-minute bus ride to the Upper Dells. It is properly named, as you will get very wet. It does get a little bumpy, so just be aware if you have a bad back or any issues like that. Mixed in with the thrills are some slower scenic moments too.
Nice tall stack of buttermilk pancakes.
An important tip, I damaged both a phone and a camera from getting wet. So I recommend getting a plastic cosmetic bag you can find on Amazon to keep your phone, wallet, and keys dry. A couple of days later, I went with Jet Boat Adventures, part of the DELLS boat tours. With this tour, you can do either the Upper Dells or the Lower Dells. Both are scenic, but with the Lower Dells, you also see the Kilbourne Dam. I'd say I probably got a little more wet on the Wild Thing, but that could be too because I was sitting in the front of the boat, and with Jet Boat Adventures was in the back. Sitting with my friends Ram and Anud, visiting from Nepal.
Best place to come visit here.
Both rides were great. Rates pretty similar. Again, there are scenic moments mixed in with the thrills.
Now that is known as the Rafters Hook.
With Jet Boat Adventures, there's no bus ride. You leave right from the dock. The Lower Dells trips, both the jet boat and the tour boat, leave from here. In the Upper Dells tours, you park on the other side of the river and walk across the street to the docks. At the Lower Dells dock, you also have Bella Goose Coffee, an ice cream shop, and Mexicali Rose Mexican restaurant. We'll come back to DELLS boat tours for the tour boat in a bit. But for now, let's go back to DELLS Army Ducks for some zip lining.
All right, here we go.
With Bigfoot ziplines, with the exception of kids, you do your own braking, which I like. They give you a training session to ensure you know how to do it. There are 7 zips, 3 of them are over water, and 2 of them are dueling zip lines. You will do some climbing. There's 754 steps total. The towers are nice and high. Our guides, Rachel and Miguel, who is from Jamaica, really made it fun yet safe. By itself, it is $99. However, for only $26 more, you can do their monster pack, which also includes the duck and jet boats, and combo packs as well if you only want to do 2 activities. Next door is the Bigfoot Ropes course, which has 80 different elements with some very creative challenges. It is $28 by itself, and there's combo tickets that include 2 or 3 of the other activities. Now, after all that adventure, you'll probably be ready for some good food, and you can find that in a carefree vibe next door at the Grateful Shed. The name's similar to that San Francisco psychedelic band from the 70s to the 90s. This is a very creative food hall with a 70s and 80s theme, with converted vintage Volkswagen vans, a Greyhound bus, colorful chairs. They also have regular live music and a DJ after dark on Thursdays and weekends. The food trucks open to 8 or 9 p.m. and the bar to 2 or 2:30 a.m. You can get barbecue ribs and chicken at Amigos Dells in the Airstream. There's a nice patio out front with fires to stay warm. Bella getting some love from this little girl. By the way, these Kurgo dog backpacks are the best if traveling with a dog. I put a link in the description below. Next door to the Grateful Shed is Pure Sugar, a candy store. They have these gold airline seats, and there's also a gem mine here. On the other side of Grateful Shed is Big Chief Go-Karts. It is $6 a person for 3 laps. And next to that is Noah's Ark, the largest water park in the U.S., with Raja, the largest King Cobra water slide. It is $52 for a day pass. They often have discounted rates for late in the season or also late in the day. There are 7 eateries for food, another 6 places for sweets, and 4 bars. I wanted to show more inside the water park, but despite making several attempts to contact them over a 3-week period, I got 0 response. A mile away is the other massive water park, Mount Olympus Resort, which has both indoor and outdoor water parks and theme parks. Complete with 3 big roller coasters and 2 little kids coasters. The Cyclops has a 75-foot drop, and the Hades 360 goes underneath the parking lot in the world's longest underground tunnel, pops back out near the street, then back underground to the park. There's also a swing-around LED tower, swing thrill rides, and go-kart tracks. The outdoor water park has the Great Pool of Delphi, the largest swimming pool in Wisconsin, with a 50-foot waterfall, and Poseidon's Rage that produces a towering 9-foot wall of water. In the lost city of Atlantis with 7 different water slides, including Triton's Challenge, and the spinning champagne bull ride, and a huge dump bucket with 6 stories of water fun. The indoor water park has Medusa's Slide Wheel, the first rotating water slide in the U.S. It is $30 for an all-day pass, pretty reasonable, but there is a $20 parking fee for non-guests. If lodging at Mount Olympus, the water and theme parks are included every day of your stay, as well as the checkout date, too. Across the street from the Mount Olympus Resort is the Rick Wilcox Magic Theater, another great option for nighttime entertainment. Master illusionist Rick Wilcox and his wife Susan put on a Vegas caliber, yet family-friendly show that combines magic and comedy. At one point, he pulls a real ring from a projected image of an audience volunteer. You'll find yourself saying, "How did he do that?" Or you might find yourself saying, "Where did she go?"
It's the same feeling that I have when I watch magic.
They do a great job at interacting with the crowd, so you feel like you are more than just a spectator. The show is around 70 minutes long, depending on the audience participation. This theater is wheelchair accessible. The show runs year-round, and certainly a must-see in the Dells.
Once like so, twice.
Next to Mount Olympus is the Wisconsin Deer Park. It is $16 for adults, $12 for kids 3 to 11, and $6 for deer feed. You get fairly good access to the deers. Maybe not as much as the Smoky Mountain Deer Farm in our Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge video, but you do see some deers walking outside of the fences. The size of the farm is a little bigger. It is mostly deer, but there are a few other animals here too, like llamas. The kids will love it.
Likes ice cream cones.
For more animals, across the street is Timbavati Wildlife Park, with over 400 animals, 75 different species. There are spider monkeys, sloths, goats, cougars, giraffes, emus, kangaroos, and more. It is $20 for adults and $17 for children 2 through 12. Timbavati is a Natura destination, which also has the new Land of Natura. This is a natural water park with inflatables in a lagoon. You can enter the park area for free for kayak, paddleboard, or bike rentals, but the all-day pass to the Waterworld slides, the beach, pool, and treetop walkway is $20 per person, ages 4 and up. There's the Brothers Market for food with vegetarian options, and the Peacock Grab and Go for coffee, ice cream, and snacks. And you can rent these beach cabanas for $100, or this unique floating cabana for $200, includes up to 6 people. Now for an even more natural adventure. There's Devil's Lake State Park, which is 15 miles south of the Wisconsin Dells. It offers 30 miles of hiking trails on 500-foot bluffs overlooking a 360-acre lake. On both the south and north shore of the lake, there are picnic and swimming areas and concessions for food and drink during summer months. You can rent a single kayak for $17 an hour, or a double $25 an hour, or a paddleboard $22 an hour, or a pontoon paddle boat $35 an hour. Holds up to 4 people. It requires a Wisconsin State Park admission sticker, which is $16, that can be purchased at the North Shore Visitor Center. Now back at the Wisconsin Dells, there's Dells Water Sports for pontoons or wave runner rentals, located on Lake Delton, close to the La Quinta. And across the street is Moose Jaw Pizza and Dells Brewing Company, a fun place to eat. They also have a good website to order online. Makes it convenient to pick up pizza. They had a real good veggie pizza. Oh, and you have to wear one of these moose antler hats as well. Back at the Lower Dells dock area. Here, you can explore the Lower Dells by kayak or canoe with Dells Kayak Rentals. A self-guided tour takes about 2 to 2.5 hours. Includes transportation back to this parking lot. Call this number to book or for more info. There's a couple of amusement areas here near the Kilbourne Dam. First, there's Pirates Cove Adventure Golf, one of the best mini-golfs you'll find, with 5 different courses, 91 unique holes. It is $11 for adults, $8 for children, 4 to 11. And you can do an additional course, $5.50 for adults or $4 for children. Next door is Timber Falls Adventure Park, where for $29 you can ride the skyscraper, where you feel 4 Gs at 60 miles an hour. All while getting a view of the Kilbourne Dam at 160 feet in the air. There is also a mini golf with a petting zoo here that is $10 for adults, $7 for children, 6 to 10. Alright, we now head back on Broadway, over the Wisconsin River, near the Kilbourne Dam, to the Upper Dells area, for a Dells boat tour. You park on the opposite side of the road, then walk across the street for both the Dells Jet Boat Adventures and the double-decker tour boat. It is $36 for adults, $18 for children, 4 to 11, for this 2-hour cruise. They also have a sunset dinner cruise that departs at a different location on River Road, further up the river. That is $83 for adults, $72 for children. It includes a surf and turf menu. And they also have a ghost boat where you explore these canyons in moonlight. With the writer's strike in Hollywood, we just happened to catch Leonardo DiCaprio narrating this cruise.
They come down, and before the Kilbourne Dam was built, the water level here was about 17 feet lower than it is today.
I recommend for the tour boat to do the Upper Dells, because it makes stops at Witch's Gulch and Stand Rock that we showed at the beginning of this video. You can always explore the Lower Dells on either a duck or jet boat, with either Dells Boat Tour or Dells Army Ducks. Witch's Gulch is a walk through a narrow canyon, carved by wind and water, and filled with fern glens, shadowy passages, and hidden whirlpool chambers. It's only accessible through this Upper Dells boat tour, one of the most impressive parts of the Wisconsin Dells. The district is located just above the boat docks, on Broadway at the riverside. It's a chic casual patio where you can get quick quality food and creative beverages. There's regular live music. You order from this kiosk, input your phone number, and are texted when your food is ready. There's burgers, chicken, quesadillas, and ice cream.
So it's a
Next to the district, the Riverwalk, just recently renovated and open to the public. It's a quarter-mile path that offers views of the Wisconsin River, with historical informative displays and benches along the way. There's the Riverwalk Pub with elevated seating overlooking the river. Alright, let's give you a quick tour of downtown Wisconsin Dells. There's Ghost Molly's Showboat Saloon, a retro-themed tavern with 24 taps and live music. You might run into Lady Silver.
My name's Lady Silver.
They're street performers. Also, the Haunted Mansion, that is $7.45 per person. Children 5 and under are free. Open 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. There's a paintball and shooting range, about $5 for 50 shots. Further down, there's Wild Fun Zone, the largest blacklight and laser tag in the area. There's a Max. These are a chain of eateries throughout Wisconsin where you can get some creative macaroni and cheese with a variety of other meats and veggies. Next door, a Huckleberry's ice cream. Dusk is the best time in downtown after a day of water park fun. The cafe and neon lights come up, and the fresh smell of food or fudge in the air creates a nice atmosphere. At DELLS Fudge Company, you can pick up some unique chocolate desserts. Across the street, there's the Wally World Arcade and Fun Center with a mirror maze. There's a couple of Ripley's museums with a Dairy Queen in between. The San Antonio Mexican restaurant with outdoor seating.
Anyway, Eddie Arnold, man, a song came out in about 1912. I don't know, something like that anyway.
On the eastern part of the strip is the newly opened Elm Street Plaza, where you'll find live music on weekends. Elvis, also known as Tony Rocker, performing here. Also a farmer's market Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30. There are concessions for hot dogs, nachos. Pets are allowed. I told Bella you have to have cheese when in Wisconsin. Next to Elm Street Plaza is Wizard Quest Village with a bowling alley and lots of interactive games in a live setting. There's free parking behind the building. I want to give props to all those who work hard in the hospitality industry.
From Dominican Republic.
Oh, yeah.
Robert from Romania.
Oh, from Romania.
Tina from Jamaica.
Wow! We have the whole world right here in the Wisconsin Dells.
And a couple of miles southeast of downtown is the Big Sky Drive-In Theater, one of 9 drive-ins in Wisconsin. We'll see another one in next week's Door County video. It plays first-run movies. It's $10 for adults, $5 for children under 11. They only accept cash. We have 3 more water park resorts, an amusement center, and 3 more restaurants to show you. First is Hu Hot Mongolian Grill. This is a place where you can create your own stir fry. You first pick all your ingredients and sauces in a buffet, then give it to the cooks in a roundabout grill, and they chop it up and cook it for you. Well, it's really good. Next is Wei's Chinese Restaurant with a sizable menu. Got a buffet to go here a couple of times. Very friendly staff.
Thank you. You can come with Chinese restaurant at Wisconsin Dells. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.
Our next water park resort is Great Wolf Lodge, who are now all over the country. But this is their flagship property. They are really geared for those with kids from 2 to 12 years old. Although, I'm a couple of years older than 12. And I enjoyed it.
Behind me, you find our lobby. In it, we have our clock tower show. Now, the Great Clock Tower will come to life a few times a day, and it sings a story about nature to the children. It's animatronic, so the totem poles and animals all come to life, and we have a few characters that come out of the clock to talk with us. And then behind me, by the fireplace in the morning, we do our kids yoga. So it's about a 15-minute segment themed to a story around our characters. And then in the evening, back in front of the clock tower, we have our story time and our dance party.
There's both an indoor and outdoor water park. There's a wave pool geared for younger kids. The Mountain Edge Raceway slide. And there's the Howling Tornado water slide, where you plunge through 6 stories. Indoor cabana rentals. Every day they have a dance party at 1 p.m. A little cha-cha slide. And there's also Raccoon Lagoon, Chinook Cove with basketball hoops, and a waterside cafe for burgers, hot dogs, or a chicken salad. There's also plenty of fun away from the water, as well as the Northern Lights Arcade. They also have Magic Quest.
Magic Quest is an interactive video game scavenger hunt. Guests purchase a wand and they go around the 4-story building collecting different treasures. You might be opening a treasure chest or bringing a knight to life. And the more you complete, the stronger you get until you eventually slay the dragon and save the fairy princess.
All right, let's take a look at some of the rooms you can stay in at Great Wolf Lodge.
Welcome to the Loft Fireplace Suite. On the main floor, this is going to have 2 queen beds, pull-out sofa sleeper, your own private fireplace and balcony or patio. And then upstairs, you're going to have a queen bed and a half bath.
And there's the whirlpool suite.
This is going to feature a king-size bed, a whirlpool. Welcome to the Wolf Den Suite. This is going to have a cabin-themed sleeping area for the kids. So it's going to sleep 3 with a bunk bed and a day bed. So they have their own little world to hang out, but right next to where mom and dad will sleep, where they have their own queen-size bed and a pull-out sofa sleeper.
And they have condos that can sleep up to 16 people with a fully stocked kitchen, fireplace, balcony, and patio. And just across the street from Great Wolf Lodge is a unique restaurant and fun center. First, Buffalo Phil's, where your food is actually brought to you on a model train. And that food is pretty good, with rotisserie chicken, barbecue, pizza, pasta, and burgers. They have these souvenir fishbowl glasses with light-up ice cubes. I ran into some of our subscribers, the Guerrero family. Connected to Buffalo Phil's is Knucklehead's Amusement Center. That includes a trampoline park with slam dunk basketball hoops, mini golf, rides, a bowling alley that includes TVs and a bar and grill, bumper cars, and an arcade. A 3-hour rides and arcade package is $40, trampoline and bowling extra. And next to Knuckleheads is Booby Trap escape rooms. And on the other side of US 12 is Kalahari, another large water park resort. They also have on property Tomfoolery's Adventure Park, an indoor theme park with a 6-story Ferris wheel, bowling, mini golf, climbing wall, and games arcade. They have both a really large indoor and outdoor water park. There's the Smoke That Thunders, where you soar through a dark tube around a funnel flume and plunge nearly vertical. An Extreme Rush, a slalom water slide. There's Swahili Swirl, which plummets you into a funnel, and you swirl around before sliding down into a catch pool. For those not staying at the resort, you can buy a pass. Between Memorial Day and Labor Day, a Waterpark all-day pass is $60 on weekends and holidays, and $10 cheaper on weekdays in the summer. A combo pass that includes Tomfoolery's Adventure Park is $85 on weekends for those over 42 inches. And $75 for those under 42 inches. Again, $10 cheaper on weekdays. There's discounted rates for after Labor Day and before Memorial Day. In our last resort, Chula Vista, the only water park resort actually on the Wisconsin River. They are a Wyndham property and have over 26 water slides, with both an indoor water park over 80,000 square feet and an outdoor water park. You can buy water park passes here for $50. One other place wanted to mention is House on the Rock. We will show a tour of this in the 4th video of this series, but wanted to make you aware of it. It is an hour's drive to the southwest of Wisconsin Dells. It is $33 for adults, $18 for kids 7 to 17, and $5 for those 6 and under. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to see all of it, and just not enough time to show you in this video. So we'll include it in our State of Wisconsin video. Well, I hope this video has been helpful to you as you plan your Wisconsin Dells getaway. In our description below, I put addresses, links, and timestamps that I think can be a real useful tool for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Dells, what resorts and water parks you did. We are Tampa Aerial Media. We film travel promos across the USA. If you would like to hire us to film your city, region, or resort, or if you'd like to purchase stock footage, contact us at info@tampaaerialmedia.com. Next, in the second video of our Wisconsin series, we go to the beautiful Door County. From the Wisconsin Dells, I wish blessings to you, wherever you may be.